Hey, this is Liz and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to go all the way back to like the basic knowledge of makeup, and I'm going to teach you guys how to contour and bronze and pretty much what the difference is between those two things, because working at a makeup store I get a ton of questions asking how to bronze, how to contour, what's the difference. So I thought this would be a really great video for you guys who are just now beginning makeup and learning all the new tricks. So if you guys are excited for this video, give it a thumbs up, go subscribe to my channel, and go hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a video so you guys don't miss out on any. And if you want to see how to contour and bronze, then just keep on watching. So the first step is to prime your face. I'm going to go in with the YSL primer, and I'm just going to put this all over my face. This is a really great primer for blurring out your pores. Surprise, surprise, I'm not using the No Pore Blend primer. I'm doing something different on my channel. Then you want to go in with your foundation. I'm going to go in with the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I'm going to put it on my Y6 by Morphe, and I'm just going to dab this all over my face, rub it in. Really need to clean my makeup brushes. That's probably what I'll do after I'm done filming this video. Next, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and I'm just going to put this underneath my eyes. Oh my gosh, that is so dark. That is like darker than my foundation. I'm just going to mix in a little bit of my Estee Lauder one to brighten, because holy moly, look at the difference of that. Hopefully this doesn't turn out bad, but I want it to brighten, and I just got that everywhere. Oh my gosh. So you want to brighten up the dark circles, and then you want to contour to bring back your natural color. So I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and blend this all out. Alright, so after you get that all blended out, you want to go in with setting powder and set your under eyes before they start creasing on you. I'm going to go in with my Morphe Y11 to do that. And then what I like to do is go in with a big fluffy brush. This is just my La Mer brush. And I'm going to set my entire face. This is super important to kind of set your face unless you're doing cream contouring, so it doesn't go on splotchy from the foundation. So you want to set it down and make it a nice even surface where the contour won't go splotchy on your face, because the foundation is wet, so it'll like pull and tug on the wet spot. So now that my face is set, I'm going to go in with my bronzer. I have 3 different bronzers to show you. So this is like my all-time favorite right now. This is the Marc Jacobs Fantastic. Yes, it is limited edition, so I'm going to show you some other ones, but this pan is huge. I heard they're bringing it back. So then next I have this Becca bronzer that is so good. I've used it a ton, as you can definitely tell. You can see a huge divot there. This is in Capri Coast. Such a good bronzer. And then here is a more affordable one. This is the Catrice Sun Lover Glow Bronzing Powder, and this is in Sunkissed Bronze 10. But this is a really pretty bronzer as well. Super gorgeous. And what I like to do is I like to take a bronzer that's more warm tone. So you want to go in with a more warm tone bronzer, and then your contour you want to make it more cool tone so it looks more like a shadow. So for bronzer, I'm going to dip into this one since it is my all-time favorite, and I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe R2. This is great for bronzing, and what I like to do for bronzing is this is going to bring back your natural color, what your foundation washed out on your face. So you want to do a kind of like a big 3 on your face. So if you put it down here, it's going to make your neck look slimmer. Also, if you put some on your forehead, it's not going to look like you have as big of a forehead, because it's going to look like a shadow. So what I do is I just dip into my bronzer like this, and I just take it around my hairline, and I kind of mix it in so you don't have splotches. Bring it down, and then you want to go from the top of your ear to the side of your mouth. That's the line that you want to follow, because that's where your cheekbones are, and you don't want it to be too high, and you also don't want it to be too low, because your face will look saggy or it'll look very high, and you really don't want to do that. So you want to take it from the top of your ear down to your mouth. And also with the bronzer, you can be a little sloppy than the contour, because the bronzer is kind of going everywhere, where the contour you're gonna get it nice and chiseled. And so I just kind of take it everywhere. I'm a little bit more sloppy, but this way it is coming down to my mouth, and then I take it underneath my chin. You don't want to bring it up here, because you want this to be nice and not bronze, but like if you bring it down here, it's gonna make your neck look more slimmer. That is one side of my face. So I basically did a big 3. So I'm gonna do that to the other side of my face. I'm just taking it on my forehead, bringing it down so my forehead does not look as tall and big, and then I'm taking it from the top of my ear all the way down to the side of my mouth. And then underneath my chin. Again, not up here. Underneath my chin. You can bring it down a little bit to make it even more slimmer. So that is what bronzing is. So this is more of a warm tone where it brings that natural like sun-kissed glow to you. Very, very pretty bronzer. I also forgot to mention I really like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. That bronzer is also another drugstore one. Very, very good. I like it better than this one, honestly. I don't know why I didn't talk about it, but that bronzer is also very good. But next for contouring, this is my favorite contouring palette. The Anastasia ones are pretty good too, but I absolutely love this contouring palette. As you can see, I've hit pan on 3 of those. Since I went in with more of a warm tone bronzer, for contouring I'm going to go in with a more cool tone. So this has more gray in it. This one is warmer, so I'm not going to go in with this one, but I am going to go in with a more cool tone. And the brush I like to use for that is the Morphe M437. So this one, compared to my bronzing brush, this one is huge and fluffy. This one is fluffy, but it's more controlled, more densely packed in there, so it's not going to go crazy on you, and you can control more of the product and where it goes. So I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm going to dip into it, and then what I'm going to do is take it from my ear down to the side of my mouth, but I'm going to do it more controlled. And we're just going to make a nice shadow. So you can see the bronzing is all right here, but the contour is just here. So I'm going to also do it for this side. Bronzing is all here, contour just there. Then I'm also going to take it and just put it right here on the side. I'm not going to put it everywhere where that big 3 is, but I'm just going to take it on the sides right here and right here. And then I'm not going to contour here. You can, but I feel like my bronzer is already good enough. But you can definitely take it and sculpt out your neck even more if you want it more slimmer. You have the bronzing, and you just have the contour. Again here, bronzing, contour. And then on here, you have bronzing everywhere basically on your forehead, but I just put the contour right here to make it a little more like snatched. And then you can also do your nose. So a lot of people do their nose differently. You can do different shapes. Look up videos on the different shapes of noses. But I'm going to take this shade again, and I'm going to go in with this tiny brush. I don't know what brush this is. It doesn't really say on here. It just says Danielle. Don't really know the oh, it's an eyeshadow brush, but I'm going to use it for contouring. So what I'm going to do is I want to make my nose look more slim. So what I'm going to do is you can draw your own line, but take it over here on the top of my nose, not on the side, but the top. I'm just going to bring it down and kind of pull it there and bring it up and connect it up here so it looks like a shadow. And then I'm going to do it for the other side as well. So you can see that shadow, it makes my nose look more pinched. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little brush, dip into this middle shade, and highlight the center of my nose. And then I'm going to take my contouring brush and kind of buff it out so it's not as harsh of a line. And then I'm going to kind of go back over it just a tiny bit. But that is how you contour your nose and how you get a more snatched nose. And then also, if you want to get a more snatched nose, put a little bit of highlighter on there, and it will make it even look more pinched and snatched. So next, after I do that, I go in with a blush. So I'm just going to take this Burt's Bees blush. I'm going to go on there with my Sephora Pro 50 brush and just put it on the apples of my cheek. And I kind of bring it down into the bronzer a little bit. And then I'm going to highlight after that. I'm going to take my Ofra in Rodeo Drive. And this is my R36 highlighting brush, and I'm just gonna take it right there, right on the top of my cheekbone. And then for your nose, what I was talking about, and you can do the Cupid's bow, but for my nose, I'm just gonna take it right where I have that highlight, and it will make it even look more slimmed. And then I also like to take a little bit on my forehead. And then some people also will go into their bronzer and do it right here. I personally don't do it a ton, but you can do your bronzer right there as well. So that is how you bronze. I hope you guys like this look, and it is a little helpful on the difference between how to contour and how to bronze. Again, I go in with a more warm tone bronzer, a more cool tone contour, and it is the perfect combination for me. Again, something might be a little bit different for you. These products might not work for you, but they worked on my skin tone, and I absolutely love it. So if you guys found this video helpful, go give it a thumbs up, go subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.